Coach, was this past weekend kind of that eureka moment where you started to think, okay, we're looking pretty good here?
Well, we hadn't had a lot of road trips per se, so it was new for us, and just not knowing how you're going to respond playing on the road. But we went in with a family approach, to us against the world, but that we had to stick together as a team in a hostile environment, and we handled it. We handled it well. So I'm really pleased with the group. But as coaches, we don't sit around and enjoy it as much as we should, because there's another opponent, a good opponent Tuesday night, and then another road trip this weekend at Central Florida. And so it was a good challenge for us, and we answered it. And now we just need to come back and play good baseball Tuesday night.
What can that do, though, for you guys moving forward? I mean, have you seen, a series like that all of a sudden really kind of catapult you guys moving forward?
Well, I mean, each club is different year to year. You don't want to get too far ahead of yourself or start comparing one team to another. I think individually, though, you grow in your belief that you believe you can win on the road, and it brings out the toughness in you and the fight, and hopefully they can turn to that again, because there'll be some tough games at Central Florida and South Florida, and they're going to have to show that toughness again sometime here soon.
Before you got Kentucky series mean to you?
I love it. I mean, I don't know how you don't love it. I've never been one to say it's just another game. I don't think that's fair. It's not another game when 4,000 people come out. It's exciting for our fans. It's exciting for their fans. I've always called it the water cooler game. One fan base the next day is going to hang out by the water cooler and brag about their school, as they should. That's what makes it great, being here at the University of Louisville. So, yeah, it's one game, win or lose, but not to our fans and not to the administration. And so I just want our kids to enjoy that, what that means. And I know they'll be excited about playing tomorrow night.
Before you left for Houston, you talked about your guys needed the timely hits and the big plays out in the field, and you got all that, including pitching. Did you see them kind of maybe step up to the occasion at all? Or?
Well, we got 3 quality starts on the mound. It's easier to play good baseball when your starters give you a quality outing. We made a lot of, I'll say, routine plays, above average plays.
Yeah.
I don't know about top 10 plays, but a lot of good plays. And what that does is that kills their spirit. Where fortunately for us, they made an error or two that opened up some innings for us. And when you're playing good opponents, I always say routine plays, and the more routine plays you make, it kills their spirit, and you don't give them any life. And fortunately, we did that. I mean, we played really good defense, and when they made a mistake, they made an error, we were able to capitalize and get a timely hit. And that's what we say. That's postseason baseball. You'll hear me say that before the conference tournament. You'll hear me say it before the regionals. Throw strikes, make routine plays, and then get a timely hit. And we did all 3 of those.
What would you like to see on the mound tomorrow night?
Josh has been good. I think his one outing at Kentucky was his worst outing, but he's had 3 career starts in Division I baseball, and 2 of the 3 were good. And you just feel like the more he gets out there, the more experience and the confidence will grow. And we just want him to attack the zone. I mean, they got good hitters. They're going to get their hits, and they're going to score their runs at some point. But don't walk anybody. It sounds easier than it is. And make plays behind Josh, and you give ourselves a chance.
Does it send him a message at all that you're putting him back out there against the Cats?
He knows that we believe in him. He's a super talented young pitcher that we didn't even take him on the road trip this weekend because there was no need. He wasn't going to throw. He threw too much against Purdue the other night, and eventually he wants to get into the weekend mix, which he will. But right now, coming off the injury and trying to control his pitch count, we want to be smart with him and give him a chance to grow as a college pitcher. So we believe in Josh, but like most midweek games, it goes a lot deeper than just Josh. The ball gets flipped to several guys in a midweek game, and we need a handful of guys to just step up and pound the strike zone.
With the way you all pitched this past weekend, do you feel like you've got more guys available for Tuesday if you need them?
Well, yeah. I mean, we definitely didn't use as many guys as we did the weekend before. Mm-hmm. So, it's an opportunity. These midweek games are always an opportunity, especially for your young guys. So even though it's a big rival, 2 top 25 teams. You know, it could be 3 or 4 freshmen on our side running out. I don't know who they're throwing yet, but usually it's young talented guys. It's usually who they're throwing out as well.
At least right now, both you guys and Kentucky are in contention to host a region. How important is it to get a split?
Yeah, it's to talk regional stuff right now. It's still so early. You know what your resume looks like at the end of the season. You know, last year I think we won 16 straight or something. I don't know. After the Vanderbilt loss, maybe it was 12 straight in the regular season. So we're just trying to grow as a team. Let's just get better one day at a time. Once you start making the game more than that, I think it's big enough when you got the fan bases and the administration to start talking regional hosts as to win or lose. I'm not going to bring that up to our kids. You know.
How much does this weather and tomorrow? We're thinking about snow tonight and
did.
Does that affect how you coach and what you guys are doing at all? Or?
No, I think it just reinforces what this winter and spring has been like. And I don't, you know, we were down in Houston, great weather, and didn't even realize. I heard people talking about the weather tomorrow night, and kind of thought that was all behind us. So it doesn't change your strategy or anything to that point. I mean, it is what it is, and the weather will be the same in their dugout as it is in ours. So I feel for the fans, because usually they're the ones who have to sit around and deal with it, but it doesn't affect our strategy.
How important?
Any chance that you're pulling Jeff Ross and buy everybody in the stands hot chocolate?
Yeah. It's a good idea, you know, but at least for the Kentucky game, I guess I don't have to, because they're coming out whether I buy them hot chocolate or not. I might have to do that for another game there where we don't get as many fans.
How important is somebody like Grant Kay been for you? I mean, he's a guy you move around in the infield, had playing first even.
Yeah, his versatility, he can play any position on the field. He fills that void because we lost the older hitters in Ty Young and Coco, Adam Engel, and Ratajczyk and Wasserman, that we needed an older guy in this lineup to help bridge those guys getting older and all those young guys here. So Grant had a good day Sunday, which was good to get him back, because he's had a tough week or so, which everybody goes through it. Grant just went through his, and hopefully he's back in sync now.
You've got a number of freshmen playing as well. Will Smith has looked really well.
I'm really pleased with our freshmen. They have all contributed. Nick Solak hitting the 3-hole back-to-back games this weekend. Will Smith has emerged as a really good college catcher, getting better. Logan Taylor has done a great job in center field. Colin Lyman has gotten a lot of at-bats and has played right field and been at DH. And I'm probably forgetting a young guy or two, but I'm really pleased. Our young guys are competing, and that's all we ask. Just compete. Give us quality at-bats and play hard, and it'll all even out.
What was just happening behind us? What was that? Something in the dirt?
Sometimes it's good that I don't know. It's just ignorance is what do we say, bliss, and
yeah.
So it's good that I have no idea what they were doing. But they were excited, they were having fun, and we always like energy and enthusiasm, so I go with it.
You're a big basketball fan. Any thoughts on Montrez coming back?
It was big news in our office. I was probably the last one to hear, and when I walked in, the coaches were talking about it, and you know, selfishly, as fans, we're excited, but we're also in the business of preparing kids to get ready to play at the next level, and I think as coaches we appreciate, you know, we saw what Russ went through and how we all believe it's going to help him in his future, and I'm sure in Montrez's case with Coach Pitino, this is the best thing for him. Selfishly, it's great for all the fans, but you're happy that you believe he's making a good decision for he and his family and for his future. And so as a baseball coach, I just hope my kids, you know, look at the situation the same way as Russ and Montrez. And it doesn't mean we get them all back. I mean, like Gorgie, we didn't get back, and it was the right thing, it looks like, for Gorgie. And with our players, we're hoping that they also make good decisions like that and look at the big picture.
Thanks, Coach.
You got it.